Some of you have asked if you can memorize pi in 2-digit sets, and that is absolutely doable. And so I'm going to just kind of make this up on the fly how I would go about memorizing this, and you can use some similar method or however you want to. So I would start here with, I've got my 3.14, and what follows it? 15. Okay, that makes sense. And let's see. If I add up this, it equals 29, and I see a 29 backwards here, right? So if I add those up, that equals 29. It's just a little bit backwards. I've got a 65 and a 35. What's the difference there? That's a 30. So here I'm going to remember this is a math problem. This equals 30. 89 and 79, what's the difference there? 10. I'm going to remember addition, 30, 10. Now I've got 32 and a 38. I would remember a 6. Now we've got a 46 and a 26. This is working out nicely. I would remember a 20. So we've got a plus sign, a 30, a 10, a 6, a 20. Now we've got 43 and 38. Difference is 5. Now notice these are getting smaller. 30, 10, 6. Now my 20 that was missing in there, there it is. Here's a 6. What's the next one going to be? 5. Now we've got a 32 and a 79. How could those relate to each other? Let's think. 32, 79. The difference between these two is a 2, and there's a 3 there. I'm going to have to think about this one for a minute. My next one, I've got, let's see, 50 and a 28. What would we do there? I look down here, I see a 2. I see these guys, they're a crisscross. It's a 93 and a 39. I had to remember an X there. So if I came back up, let's see, got an 84 and a 19. I mean, I might remember this as a 1984. It was a great year in my childhood. 1984. Yeah, that was the year I was in the first grade. Maybe I just remember that. 50 and 28. Let's see, 50, 28, 32, 79. What could we do here? 23. Maybe 3 times 2 is 6. And it goes 6, 7, 9. Half of this would be 25. But it's not quite half. So maybe I just memorize it like this. It's not quite half. If it was half, it'd be all the way down. It's almost half. 32, 79. So if I did this method, this would get me to 42, 44, 46 digits. My friend did 2-digits method, and in 30 minutes he had memorized 43. Believe that? So use your creative thinking caps. You could probably think of something better than me for the 32 and 79. Some little story. 32 was my favorite. Power forward Karl Malone's basketball number. 79. I was born in 78, so maybe excuse my voice. I started watching Karl Malone when I was 1 year old. So that's how I would probably remember that. I started watching Karl Malone when I was 1 year old in 1979. So, came up here. This was to get to 54 digits, I think was my goal, to try to beat my other method. 75 and 10. Let's see. I could imagine I had 3 quarters and a dime, maybe. And then 58 and 20. I don't know. It's going to take some thinking. So then what you want to do is run through these in your head, and you close your eyes and think, okay, it's a plus sign. Then I've got my 30 and my 10, my 6, and then my missing 20. And after 6 would come the 5, and then I start thinking of some of these other stories about myself. Oh yeah, Karl Malone, I used to watch him when I was 1 year old. And then 50, that's halfway till I'm dead. And half of that, almost half, would be 28. And that's right, I remember the first grade. And I also remember the second grade, right, because there's 2. And I'm not going to remember the third grade, that was a bad year. And then the 4th grade, that's when I started working. I earned that money, if you remember that. Neither do I, I'm making this up. And then the 5th grade, that's where I had my 5. So I remember my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. In the 5th grade, 58, 20. You kids, you're going to think of something better than me. And you are going to memorize to 54 digits. And then you're going to keep going until you have 100 digits. And you can make a bet with your math teacher. And you could win some serious prizes like a class party. So there you go.